In October 1966, at the National Assembly of Evangelicals in London, Martyn Lloyd-Jones and John Stott collided in public over a question that had been building for years. Should evangelicals stay inside denominations that also include liberal or non-evangelical theology? That is the issue. Lloyd-Jones gave an address on evangelical unity and made an appeal. He urged evangelicals to come out of mixed denominations and express their unity together more clearly. His concern was not petty tribalism. He thought doctrinal confusion was spiritually dangerous. He believed evangelical Christians should not remain institutionally tied to those who denied the core of the gospel. So for him, this was about truth and visible integrity. John Stott was chairing the meeting. He had not been scheduled to deliver a speech in response, but he intervened publicly from the chair and challenged Lloyd-Jones's appeal. Stott argued, in effect, that this was not the biblical or historical path for Anglican evangelicals. He believed they should remain in the Church of England and witness from within rather than withdraw into a separate evangelical structure. And with that, the room knew something significant had happened. This was not two men having a mild difference in a side chapel. It exposed a fault line. Lloyd-Jones represented the instinct of separation for the sake of doctrinal clarity and evangelical unity, and Stott represented the instinct of staying for the sake of reform, continuity, and witness within an existing church. Both sides thought they were protecting faithfulness, and that is why the clash lasted. The event has become almost mythical in British evangelical memory, partly because both men were major figures and partly because the disagreement was not only tactical, but it touched on church, authority, history, and whatever evangelical identity even is. Are evangelicals fundamentally a movement that can and should gather across denominations, or are they called to labour inside historic churches even when those churches are mixed and compromised? And 1966 did not create that question, but it dramatised it in public, and the effects were real, and the controversy sharpened conservative identity for many, and it shaped later debates about Anglicanism, ecumenism, fellowship, and separation. And it helped explain why British evangelicalism would remain both energetic and fractured. So what happened in 1966 was that Lloyd-Jones called for evangelical withdrawal from mixed denominations. Stott publicly resisted him, and British evangelicalism saw in one room two very different futures. And that is why the moment still gets revisited, because the argument never really went away. It still appears whenever Christians ask whether staying put is faithfulness or whether leaving is faithfulness, whether visible unity requires separation, and whether doctrine can survive endless institutional compromise. The 1966 exchange matters because it put those questions on the table in a form that nobody could ignore.